Hi, it's a Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching. Today I'm going through my pressed powder eyeshadows today as part of my Declutter series. If you want to watch the rest of this 2023 Makeup Declutter, I will link it for you right up here in the upper left-hand corner, as well as in the description bar down below. But the goal is really to know what I have, use what I have, and not hang on to stuff that's just been kind of sitting. Sometimes it's rediscovering it through a process like this or through a monthly makeup bin. And sometimes it's just, you know what, there's too much stuff, I can't see what I have, I get kind of distracted or overwhelmed and I just quit wearing makeup altogether. So if I can kind of cull the herd, there's a good chance that I'll fall back in love with what I have. All right, so I've got a ton of Sydney Grace eyeshadows. I think these are all Sydney Grace. I think I'm going to put all of my Sydney Grace to the side. That's these larger black ones here. I'm going to push these to the side. I have liked these Tarte magnetic palettes for a long time because they have plenty of room and they have a mirror. So I'm going to have one of these open off to the side. If anything deserves to stay, we'll plop it in here. I am looking at this right here, and these eyeshadows I think are from 2021. Okay, not that that's when I purchased them, but these were the shades that I thought I would like to have on hand to use when I did my last Declutter series. And you know what? I haven't used a single one of these since. All right, let's just see what there is. I used to have a ton of eyeshadows from ColourPop. This one is Mr. Sandman. What does it feel like? I feel like ooh, wow, really pretty and really metallic. Okay, I'm gonna put this one in here for now, but the truth is, I'm trying not to hang on to too many things. Here is Glass Bowl. I feel like these ColourPop eyeshadows, you know, can be really pretty, but I wonder, are these, ooh, yeah, no, this one's still really pretty. This is a really pretty kind of duochrome shade, but I like that it's sheer. I forget that I have these. I kind of see why I wanted to keep these. This one is ColourPop's Pinky Promise. I think this one can go, oh, this is an oldie, but a goldie. This is Bitten from Makeup Geek. Does it still have good pigmentation to it? It does. I want to see if I have anything like this in Sydney Grace, and if I do, I don't think I need this. This is Makeup Geek's Mesmerized. I remember loving this for a one and done shadow look. Oh my goodness, look how pretty that is. That is, man, still serving gorgeous after so many years. This is Grandstand. I feel like I just got rid of this in a square pan, but do you see that? What? Man, I wish Makeup Geek was still around. This is Magic Act from Makeup Geek. This is one of the foiled shadows. I feel like I have something very similar to this in my Sydney Grace collection. I don't think I'll need that one. And this is from ColourPop. This is Take It Slow. Another one, which I feel like, you know, yeah, I feel like everybody makes a shadow like this, a pearly, beigey shade. Not special. I'm a sucker for a green eyeshadow, and this is Enchanted Forest. Boy, I haven't used this in forever. Do I have anything like this from Sydney Grace? I'm gonna, instead of putting it in, I'm gonna put it over here to double check because I feel like the pigment is not that great. I feel like maybe this is definitely one of those that there are better options out there. This is Thrive. This is feeling really powdery, like it's expired. Yeah, I feel like these two are probably past their amazing and pigmented moment. I think those are both good to let go. This is Take Two from Makeup Geek. This, look at that. Oh, stunning. So excited. This is Makeup Geek's Ritzy. I don't know. This is definitely kind of like a duochrome pigment. I don't think I like this one. Okay, goodbye. This is Makeup Geek's Jester. I have high hopes for, oh yeah, high hopes for this. Look at that. I feel like the light is causing issues here, but look how pretty. I think I'm gonna hang on to this one. I feel like from going from 5 green shadows to 2, that's pretty good. This is Makeup Geek's Bada Bing. I see that it has sparkle in it. I don't think I'm gonna reach for something like that. This is Lucky Penny. Okay, I remember loving, oh my goodness, loving Lucky Penny. Oh, so pretty. Oh, gorge, gorge, gorge. You know, I might actually hang on to this. I'm gonna make a deal with myself that if I hang on to it, I have to use it. This is Tan Lines. I have really not been loving warm browns like this. And this one also feels like it's just a little powdery. You know, this is where I want to pick up a brush. It's feeling a little powdery. I think this one's expired. I mean, they're probably all expired, truth be told, but I feel like sometimes some of these more metallic ones can hang on a little bit longer, but it's the matte ones that are like past their prime. This is one I used to use a lot. This is Frappe, and it's because although it is kind of a warm brown, Tan Lines is definitely warmer, and this tends to have a little bit of an almost pink kind of look to it. I think I can let it go though. I don't know that I need this. This is Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie. I can tell by looking at it that it hasn't been used. There is a little bit of maybe glitter from other particles in this palette, but here I am swatching an unused. Yeah, I'm not gonna, no. It's getting easier. This is Brownie Points. I'm curious to see if I have anything like this. I'm gonna put it over here for now, but I don't know that I have to have it. This is Cherry Cola. I remember when everybody was going mad for Cherry Cola from Makeup Geek. Oh, yeah. And what's it like next to Bitten? Oh, Bitten's definitely more red, and this is definitely more of like a deeper brown, browny burgundy shade. I don't think I need Cherry Cola. This is Aphrodite. This is definitely kind of a red leaning deep brown shade. No. This is Dark Roast. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, hello. Hello, Dark Roast. This one here is not a Makeup Geek or ColourPop. This is an Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this one is called Hot Chocolate. Let's see. Ooh, still serving pigment. Okay, so I'm gonna hang on to these guys. I'm keeping 11 and I'm getting rid of 12. I think that's pretty good. So I'm gonna move this to the side and let's go through what we have here. I have 3 quads that I created myself in these Makeup Geek packaging. The thing is, these aren't all Makeup Geek shadows. They might be most of them, but this packaging was actually on sale at one point for 50 cents a quad case, like magnetic packaging, 50 cents a piece, and I was like, yes! So what I did is that I took a drill. I drilled a hole in the back so that I could easily push these guys out. I emptied every single one of these. You can see where I took my drill and put a hole straight through. The back isn't very pretty, but I wanted to make it easy to interchange these. And I think I have a dozen of these somewhere, which is really good for creating smaller palettes, especially for travel, for, you know what, instead of pulling out a giant palette, these are the 4 shadows I want to focus on. This is a shade from Makeup Geek. This is Steampunk. This is kind of, oh wow. I can see the black base coming through here. I don't feel like this is the same. I feel like the formula has changed over time. It had a really pretty metallic lean to it, but I'm seeing a lot of the black base. I don't think I'm going to use something like this. I think that one can go. In that quad, I also had this shade here from Makeup Geek. This one is Wild West. Like, that's a mid-tone brown I think I could actually use. I'm going to put it in here for now, but we'll evaluate and see whether it's going to be useful. This is another Makeup Geek shadow single. This one's called Homecoming. Boy, I feel like it's really dusty. I feel like the formula is not good anymore. Okay, we're gonna let that one go. This last one in this quad was from Makeup Geek. This is Venom. Ooh, you know I love a green. I don't know. I don't think so. I just realized this is the palette I was putting my discards in, and I was putting the Keep in there. I've only kept one so far, but we're gonna change things up. I'm gonna put this right over here. And the one that I'm interested in keeping, I'll put it in here. This was the quad that was made with all Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows. This is the shade Deep Plum. Ooh, it feels really weird. Wait, excuse me? Hello? Yeah, no. That one, I don't even think I want to put this like in my discard bin where people could actually pick through it. I think I'm just going to put this in the trash. Oh, I didn't use it and that's sad. This is me telling you, don't over purchase makeup because it's on sale or you got a good deal on it or you're buying aspirational makeup. Where makeup you're going to use, because I've had this for a long time and now it literally won't swatch, and it did, it was beautiful, but yeah, she gave up the ghost. This is Pink Champagne from ABH. Well, this looks promising. I'm not, I don't know. I think I can let this one go. This is another Anastasia Beverly Hills shade. This one is Bone. Boy, it's very powdery. I think this shade is, although it probably could work, I think you can see it better here, kind of at an angle. I just don't use colors like this anymore. I want something that's closer to my skin tone and not something that's quite so white. And I think that is because makeup preferences have changed. This is Chocolate Crumble. I feel like the mattes don't really fare as well as the ones that have more emollient ingredients in them, but still, no, Chocolate Crumble can go. Can you believe I actually made myself a purple leaning quad? I can't. That's really surprising. This is from Makeup Geek. This is the shade Sensuous. Let's see what it's like. It looks like it was a really pretty color, but I feel like it's a little patchy. And I don't think it started out that way. I think it's just old. This is Taboo. Ooh. But it's also looking a little out of its peak prime. Yeah, no. This is a foiled from Makeup Geek. This one's called Nostalgic. I feel like my camera is at the wrong angle to catch this, or the light is weird, but this one's actually really pretty. The one thing I don't have a lot of are light baby pink shades, and I really feel like this, and maybe this one if this one still swatches well, this is Sorbet from Makeup Geek, are the sorts of things that I like to have on hand if I'm ever wanting to like make a palette inspired by something else, because these are shades I don't have a lot of. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one too. That means I'm getting rid of 20 and I'm keeping 14. Oh, I'm doing better than before. Okay. Neither of these ColourPop magnetic palettes actually have ColourPop on the inside. They have shadow singles from indie brands. These are the multi-chrome stained glass that I have from Clionadh. These are gorgeous, but do you see all of this like sparkle? These are transformative. They have no base to them. I'm not going to swatch them for you here. I will leave in the description bar down below the video where I try these and I swatch these for the first time. But what I really like about these is that when I need a glitter glue, I need a primer, I really have to want to be intentional about using these, and they have to live in their own palette because I don't want any of this getting stuck to like a matte shadow. If that's what I had going on, I would never have a truly matte look. So they live in their own special container, but they are beautiful. I have a purple, a blue, kind of an orange, a green, and this one here is, I mean, she's magical. She's so pretty. But these are the sort of shadows that take me focusing on doing something outside of my comfort zone. And this is not what I would wear like on a work day. This is like if I'm getting dressed up to go out, or I'm going to a party, or I'm, you know, having a day at home where I just want to play in all the makeup, I would pull something like this out. But I need to pull these out more. But these are gorgeous. This last palette has 4 pigments from Give Me Glow. Again, I'm not going to swatch these for you. I did a whole video about that. I will link that in the description bar down below. I picked up the 2 Moods palette from Give Me Glow. I think it was like February or March of last year, and I really loved this formula. But I found that I needed to do my eyes first. I needed to really keep an eye on where these are just like, look at that. It's ridiculous. They're beautiful. Maybe I will swatch them for you because these just make me happy every single time I run my fingers in them. But I'm gonna be covered in like shimmer particles. And this on your eye, it's stupid gorgeous. It's stupid gorgeous. And I know people say that over a certain age, I don't care. I'm gonna wear my sparkle. I'm gonna be happy. I don't care. These, I will tell you, if you have a more mature lid, you got to be careful with these. You can't pack them on too heavy, because if you do, I feel like these can bring out the texture, but I feel like I can get these to work for me if I'm careful. This one here I feel is a little bit more satin in appearance compared to the rest, especially this one right here. This one is like liquid metal. So this one's the easiest for me to wear, but I love all of these. I'm not getting rid of these. I just wanted to show them to you. I have washed my hands and I still have sparkle everywhere. That's what happens when I start playing in my single shadows. Everything that you see in front of you here and in this larger palette behind you, these are all my Sydney Grace shadows. These aren't going anywhere. I just wanted to show you. I do kind of keep them split up by mattes in these two Z palettes. Everything in here is metallic. That's why she's bigger. I've been wanting to get a bigger palette to put all of my Sydney Grace mattes in, but you know, I just haven't gotten around to it. And I have so many empty Z palettes from over the years. It just seems kind of terrible to spend money when I already have like a ton of empty palettes. But let me tell you, a lot of times when I get colors like these two down here, these I think are a discrepancy between swatches that I've seen online and the reality of them, because I normally wouldn't buy a vibrant grass green like this or this teal color. And that's okay. I'm also usually not going for a straight up orange or even something that's kind of like a rusty peach shade. I think these came in mystery bags, but I have them organized like this. So if I ever want to do a look that needs plum tones, I know I have my kind of cooler plum leaning mattes right here. Or if I want something that's a little bit more neutral, I can use ones in this row right here. Or if I'm going for something a little bit cooler, these guys are going to work a little bit better. And I incorporate shadows from these matte palettes in with my metallics, but let me show you those. I forgot I had a highlight in here. All right, so sometimes I use this highlight as eyeshadow, but this is what really makes my heart super happy from Sydney Grace are these shades right here. And again, you'll see that I have like warm greens, you know, cooler greens, kind of more burgundy tones, more golds. Like I have them kind of split up that way, just so that when I'm looking for something, it helps me not become overwhelmed. I'm the first person to open up a palette, and if things aren't like in order of color or coolness to warmness, I'm like, wait, what do I do? And I panic, and then I wear like too many shades and it's a muddled disaster. But you'll notice I don't really have a lot of blues. I normally don't buy blue eyeshadow. I'm surprised I have this many purples. I feel like purple's an aspirational color for me, but my favorite thing to do is to get an empty 9-pan palette like this. This one from Sydney Grace is great because it has a mirror. The ColourPop ones don't, and it has room for 9 pans. And so I'll go through here and I'll pick, you know, some from here, some from the mattes, and I create my own palette, and I have been doing that for a long time. I haven't done it for the last couple of months, but I kind of want to get back into that. I've kind of been in the habit of single shadows for January, February, and the early part of March, but now I'm craving kind of more, you know, bright tones or colors like this, and I think it would be fun to start creating my own palettes with what I already have. So I'm going to keep the rest of this. I love Sydney Grace. Sydney Grace is my favorite eyeshadow brand. I feel like they're not just affordable, but their quality is like, I would pay twice the amount for the quality that I get, because these guys are ridiculously buttery and amazing. They're just like, what? That's just a sampling of what they look like. They're just beautiful. Amazing, amazing. And to me, they're worth it. And that's why I've quit buying from other brands like Anastasia and ColourPop. But I'll tell you, if you want to build your own palette, you know, start by a couple of mattes, a couple of metallics, see if you like the formula. I really feel like not just the price point, but the quality of Sydney Grace is just the best. Now, there's a lot of other indie brands I haven't tried out there. I would love to know what your favorite indie brand is. I feel like I kind of accidentally fell into Sydney Grace, and I just haven't been interested in trying anything else, but it doesn't mean that there aren't other great things out there. So if you have a favorite and there's a brand you think I need to try, let me know. But Sydney Grace is kind of what makes my heart super, super happy. Thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget to check out the rest of my declutters. I will list those for you in the description box down below. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you again soon.